Hey, so just wanted to share a few fundamentals of rock climbing movement with you. First of which being trying to keep your center of gravity over your base of support. And this will be something that we refer back to a little bit. First part I want you to see though is if I have my feet shoulder width apart and I want to lift one foot up, what I do to my hips. So as I do that, I move my hips over my right foot, lift my leg. So that's my center of gravity moving over my base of support. If I do that same thing with wide legs, then it requires a lot more effort to stand up over here. So that's what we're going to explore here on a slab climb. If I am heading up the wall, then my center of gravity, my hips, want to be roughly on top of my feet. If I'm going to move my weight onto my right foot, then I move my hips across, stand up more. If I want to move my left foot up, then I move my hips across, stand up more. If my only foothold is up and over there, it's going to require a lot more effort for me to stand up on that. So if I was to repeat that same movement again, having a nice side pull to pull myself onto there is going to make life a lot easier. Cool. The next thing I want to think about is how we use our feet. So two main categories, edging versus smearing. If I'm looking at the holds on the wall, they're going to require different things from me. So this hold here is a rounded surface that slopes away. I'm going to want to smear my foot on there. This hold here has a tiny little edge on it, so I'm going to want to edge my foot on there. When I climb up to it, I'll show you those too. So edging wants me to lift my heel and drive my toes, my big toe in particular, down onto there. If I do this, yeah, sure, it's kind of working, but if I really place my toe on there, it's going to help a lot. Coming up here, this purple foothold here, I want to get as much rubber contacted on that hold as possible, so I'm dropping my ankle onto it. I've got the same up here, dropping my ankle onto it. And for slopers, or actually for any foothold to work, I want to transfer my weight fully onto it. It's particularly important for slopers. So that center of gravity over your base of support, I'm predicting, I'm going to go down there, so I'm putting all my weight onto it. So that's two things for you to think about with your feet. As I'm going, I'm watching what my feet are doing, and I'm trying to be precise with them. The last thing we're going to think about is how we get the most out of our handholds. And so we've got a lot of different handholds on this wall. If we look at this here, I've got a handhold that works by pulling down to the side, down, or to the side in that direction. And so I want to maximize the natural shape of those handholds or the rock if I'm outdoors. So we'll take this one for example. It's kind of flat. The best way for me to pull on that is going to be straight down. So I'm going to use my elbow like an arrow to point straight down. And that kind of tells my body where the weight is going to go. We've got the same over there. So straight down, keep my elbows straight down. If I bring my elbows up and out, my hands come off the holds. Yep. So let's explore a few different handholds. Got this guy here, straight down, slightly to the left. This one here, same. This guy here, I can either pull on like this or like this. So my elbow is still the arrow. If I'm using that one, my elbow is the arrow. With this one here, straight down, elbow is the arrow. Or because it's got that space behind it, I can pull straight back on it and give myself more space for bigger movements. I won't even talk about the circular one. You can pull on it in any direction, but you kind of get the picture now. If I've got a side pull, there is really good. So we're thinking about our elbow, but at some stage, we're also thinking about how we can set our body up to do that movement for us. So we'll take this one, for example. If I move my feet directly down and below, and I flag out, then I start to get more of that sideways pressure. If I use my left arm, then there's even less pressure on that arm. So I'm going to try and move my body in position for this handhold up here. I'm going to step through, and I'm going to put my foot up there so that I can lean back and have very little pressure on here. If I want to do the same for this, lean that way, I'm going to step through, flag my foot out there, so that it's like this. If I want to use this handhold, then I can put my elbow there, and it's just helping me use that handhold.